Okay, so now it's going to YouTube, but I'll go to my YouTube on my other computer and see if I can see it streaming. Now remember, the only thing that the people can see on your live stream is that white box. So you want to hit transition.
Very good.
You see the transition button in the middle?
Yes.
Okay, click on that. And now people can see. That's what people see. Let me see if I can. Okay, Kyle. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Now I can. I'm watching your stream on my other computer. I can see you on YouTube.
Okay, now I'm back on.
Yeah, you were live streaming, and so do you see where it says stop streaming and stop recording?
Yes.
Click both of those, stop streaming, and then select yes. Now I'm watching your stream on my other computer. Select yes.
Well, what is it? What is it? What is it?
Do you see where it says click yes? And then there you go. Now, in order for you to look at your live stream, let's go to your YouTube channel. So bring up a browser, Chrome browser over here, and then go to YouTube. Okay, in the top right, click on your little picture. And then go to YouTube Studio. Yeah, right there. Okay, so do you see that one right there, latest live stream performance? You could go over to where it says content on the left. You'll be able to see it easier. Okay, and just click close there. And do you see at the top where it says live? Okay, and it looks like you made 2 other live broadcasts. So click on my broadcast right there. Or do you see, hover over the top one, do you see the little YouTube, the channel? It's the icon, almost all the way to the right. Hover over where it says where you were. Go back where you were. Back where you, yeah. Go down. Down. Down to the right. No, up to the right. To the right. Right there where it says play. You see the little play button?
No.
Go left. Right there. And you can see this is what you just live streamed.
Okay. Okay. And the cameras I use, they didn't do it.
Yeah, now notice that they can only see the white box until you hit the transition. Watch, when you hit the transition, they'll be able to see the transition.
My camera is already in use.
You see how whenever you hit the transition, now you can see the video? You just click close there. And do you see at the top where it says live? Okay, and it looks like you made 2 other live broadcasts. So click on my broadcast right there. Or do you see, hover over the top one, do you see the little YouTube, the channel? It's the icon, almost all the way to the right. Hover over where it says where you were. Go back where you were. Back where you, yeah. Go down. Down. Down to the right. No, up to the right. To the right. right there where it says play. You see the little play button?
No.
Go left. Right there. And you can see this is what you just live streamed.
Okay. This is like. Okay. If the camera's in use, it didn't do it.
Yeah, now notice that they can only see the white box until you hit the transition. Watch, when you hit the transition, they'll be able to see the transition.
My camera's already in use.
You see how whenever you hit the transition, now you can see the video?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you live stream, and it's the same principle for the other platforms like Twitch and Facebook and all that other stuff, but YouTube is probably the easiest. Because Facebook, there's another little thing that you have to do. You have to go start a live video on Facebook itself, come back, and enter in the code. But I can show you how to do that some other time. But whenever you get ready to broadcast live on YouTube, that's exactly how you'll do it. And then you can have all your scenes set up. You know, what happened here?
I X out of that.
Okay. Where it says transition, why is our working screen on the right now?
Okay.
Oh, okay. But notice how it was just a little video?
Yes.
What you want to do is use them red lines and make that nice and big. Whenever you're ready to, yeah. And then you want to hit the transition.
Okay.
Whoa. Something strange is going on. Hit your transition again. Okay, hit the 3 dots beside the transition. Where it says duplicate scene, uncheck that. Oh, where it says swap previews, okay, click on the 3 lines again. Swap previews. You don't want to swap previews. Go ahead. Uncheck swap previews program. Uncheck that. Now hit the transition button. There we go. That's what you want to see.
That's swapping.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was swapping. You don't want that to happen.
Wait. Okay. Remind you of something else here I want to mention to you. You said you have a baby face.
Yeah.
I think you have a face of the French river people, what they call themselves. For a couple hundred years, the French rode the boats up the dam, the river to the Great Lakes.
French boat.
I forget what they call themselves.
Oh.
There's a word for it, but I think the voyeurs. They spent their whole life rowing and cargo boats off the Swiss rivers.
Oh yeah? I never heard of them people. Well, what are they called? They're Spanish.
The French, I think they're called voyeurs.
Huh. I never heard of them. I did my ancestry, Scots, Irish, and Ukrainian.
Yeah, well, these French powerful men, the cargo came in to Louisiana and had to get to the Great Lakes. So these guys got his boats upstream all the way up. That was close cargo. They grew some powerful people.
Oh, that's interesting. Once you think of the name, you'll have to send it to me. I'll go check them out.
Yeah. I'll ask my wife. My wife is very smart. She knows all this kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
She'll know right away.
Gotcha.
So my goal now is to work on, going until I get that down pat.
Oh, it seems like you're coming along pretty good.
Well, it's frustrating as all hell. So it's like training a dog. Well, I imagine faster training you.
Yeah, I love OBS Studio. I think it's a great piece of software. I mean, for streaming and recording and just being able to connect with your audience. And yeah, I really think that, you know, there's just a lot of things that you can do with it that are going to be practical to what you want to do as well. You know, with the
Well, pretty quick I'll be able to start editing my videos.
yeah, yeah, editing them and all of, you know, this ain't the OBS is not a video editor; it's a video recorder, and it utilizes cameras and stuff like that to get your footage and stuff like that, you know, and then you could just take it into Olive later and then edit it down, add your other stuff. You know, you can work with the colors, special effects, you know, words across the bottom. I mean, you could do words across the bottom on this one too, but you have to be prepared whenever you're recording. See, I prefer to do a lot of my editing work in Olive because if I have a word down here and it's misspelled or something like that, I'll have to cover it up. And I could still do that in Olive where I could cover it up and, you know, put the correct word. But a lot of times it just seems like it's a lot more practical and economical to edit in Olive.
And,
I get a lot of my raw footage from OBS, and if I want to, I'll bring in other stuff. But then after that, I do everything else in Olive.
okay, the live streaming, that's pretty much the same problem I have with my webcam.
Yeah. What's the problem? I mean, you did it good just there.
Well, the problem is I need to edit it before people see it.
Well, yeah. That's the whole idea behind OBS is that you prepare your scenes. Okay, so I see you made another scene called video testing. So let's say that you were doing a live stream, you would have everything set up in these different scenes. It's almost like an outline, right? You have your outline, and then your different scenes. You have your images, your videos that you want to share, some graphics and stuff like that. So, for example, let's say that you made a neck exercise video, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe you had some pictures. You would put them all in one scene, and maybe you would call that scene neck exercise. But your next scene, it has to do with face exercises, which is close to the neck, right? So the next scene might be face exercises, and then maybe there you'd have pictures of the face, the eyeball, the nose, the mouth, and so on and so forth. And then with those scenes, if you wanted to bring in like some graphics, some data, some text and stuff like that to share throughout the scene, as you're talking live, you'll be hitting that transition button up there to go to the next scene, right? So you can have as many scenes as you want, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But as you go through these scenes, you could change your backgrounds, you could change your imagery, your text, and stuff like that. And that's the whole idea behind uh, uh, OBS Studio.
Okay, I have the concept in mind now.
Yeah. Well, have you ever worked on the PowerPoint presentations with Microsoft PowerPoint?
I did several years ago.
Okay, so this is kind of like the same way, only it's all video. You know, it's all video. It's all kind of like, it's a little bit more intuitive because of the fact that you're talking, you're gesturing, and then you get to bring in stuff, you know, bring in props virtually and then take them out. There's just, the possibilities are just phenomenal.
This was live streaming. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, live streaming is a lot of work because of all the prep work that you have to do before you live stream.
yes.
But once you get it down, then you know it's a very informative, intuitive type of a thing for your listeners.
Okay. I saw your writings on Flash how trying to save you. Interesting how much you learned.
Yeah, it's just really, there's a lot to learn. I know, I continue to learn every day. I find it fascinating, and I keep going at it, but it just seems like, there's always new, different strategies and different ways to do things. Sounds like my dogs are tearing up my house.
You see my new curtain behind me?
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh,
Looks really good.
I need to work on my lighting. So I'll get one of those purple smart lights.
Yeah, it's nice because it just gives you that extra frequency, light frequency, kind of having the white light in the front and then the purple light right above me. It just seems to make everything balance out a little bit better.
Yes, it's a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And I'll be ready to start working on my uniform.
Right.
Your shirt with my thing on it.
Yeah.
Everyone sees me, they see my brand.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Guerrilla marketing.
Appreciate your time and your work. Thank you very much.
Sure thing, my friend. Tell Joe I said hello.
Bye.
Bye-bye.